We got our own clique, strong people, finally getting into our own, Can you respect? You make it, carnal. Don't fake it, we just take it.
What's good with it, y'all? It's your boy Santo G. Back at it. You already know, spreading unity, prosperity, and respect. Above all, if you're new here, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button, tap that notification bell. It don't cost you nothing, and it will help out this channel. So, I want to give a big shout out to the sponsors of this channel. Shout out my good people at Killer Kush. If you ain't following them, follow them on IG at Killer Kush, period, Los Angeles, or Killer Kush Official. If you guys want that fly drip, you guys see all the Killer Kush shirts that I'll be rocking, the hats, all the apparel. Check out my good people at Drip Fits. They're in the city of Whittier. And if you let them know Santo G sent you and you want to check out some of that bomb Killer Kush, you want to smoke some of that Zaza and not that haha, get at them and they going to let you go in that back room and get some of that Killer Kush. So with that being said, man, I also want to give a big shout out to my people at Cali Bullies. This is actually a Cali Bully shirt right here. They also got some fire merch. Top of the line bullies. I'm talking about top of the line bullies, structure, good bloodline, everything. You want a man's best friend that's going to live a long time with you. Get out my good people at Cali Bullies, man. So let's get into this story. Today, I want to take it back to the prison stories, and this one's a little different. I want to talk about my first day inside prison. Well, not prison, but juvenile hall. My first day getting arrested for attempted murder, going to visit, and talking to my mom. You know what I mean? I want to let you guys know the conversation and how it all went down. And now, being a father myself, being older, how I'm like, damn, I broke her heart. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I can't imagine that. Like, let's start with the first time going to visit, right? So my first visit, I go out there, you just sitting down in chairs, like party chairs. You just across from your people. So I'm right there chopping it over my mom's and shit, asking her like, hey, what's going on? Like, what's the lawyer saying? What's going on? You feel me? She's letting me know, like, hey, at the worst, it's like juvenile life. No, what she says, she's like, he said that it could be like juvenile life. At the worst, like 10 years, she said, like, oh, he's talking about that they'll give you juvenile life. You'll be out when you're 25. This was before I got direct filed, before I got sent to the compound. I was in East Lake. So I'm still thinking like I'm fighting it as a juvenile. I'm a juvenile. That's what it is. You feel me? But we chopping it up, and I just remember telling her like, Mom, like, what's up? Like, I want to go home. You feel me? I don't want to be here. I want to go home. Like, what's up? We don't got bail. Like, whoa. Knowing like, come on, homie, like we was barely getting by. We were living paycheck to paycheck. Like, we ain't got no money to bail. You know what I mean? I was like, well, you can't put up the house. Like, fool, that ain't our house. Like, we're renting, bro. Like, that's my comadre's house, Like, that was my brother's madrina's house, Like, they lived in the front. We were renting the back house. And, like, you think she'll put it up, Like, my juvenile mind, like, no, mijo, like, she didn't even say it like that, but she said it, like, in a manner where, like, nah, mijo, like, I don't know. She got her own things going, like, what. So, I was like, fuck, And the only reason I was thinking like this is because my crimey, the one that told on me, my ex-homeboy, he ended up bailing out. His parents had money and they had a house. So he ended up I think they ended up putting up their house and a certain amount of money for him to bail out. So I'm thinking like that. Like, hey, he bailed out. Like, ooh, how can I can't bail out? Ooh, what? And I should have known better. You know what I mean? Like, I was about to say, damn, that sounds like gunshots, fireworks. But how you gonna get arrested for an attempted murder case and be out a week later? You know what I'm saying? But to me, that was my dog. That was my ace deuce. You know what I mean? So I wasn't even thinking like that. But now, looking back, I'm like, man, all the signs were there. You feel me? We went to a couple of meetings and stuff, like with the hood and stuff, and he wouldn't want to go. I think the last time that he went, he just went for like a couple minutes just to pick me up and we took off, you know? Because, like I said, we were still chilling together. Whole time he told on me, he was still chilling with me, you know what I mean? Cold game. It's a cold game. Y'all be safe out there, man. For real. Watch the ones that call you brother. Like any type of funny shit you see, just distance yourself. So boom, back to the visit. I'm right there. I visit with her and I'm telling her, like, Mom, like, I want to go home. Like, I ain't trying to be here. Like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Probably even crying. I ain't gonna lie. Probably shedding some tears. And she was just like, fuck. Gave me a hug. Had to go, you know what I mean? And I'm like, fuck, as a parent, I can only imagine, like, fuck, like what I put her through. You feel me? Like, imagine you, like, your son being inside there, like knowing the severity of what they're in there for, what they're facing, and then he's right here asking you, pleading you, like, come on, help me, like, and you ain't got it. It's like, fuck, that was probably the worst feeling ever in her life, you know what I mean? So I just want to say, you know what I mean, moms, if you ever see this, I apologize, you know what I mean? I do apologize. Now being older and looking back on it, I'm like, fuck, that's something I would never want to go through with my kids, you know? Like, that's probably the worst feeling as a parent, you know what I mean? Like, fuck, like, what I do, like, how the fuck did I fail you, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, it's just crazy. So now let's go back to my first day. So, boom, my first day inside there, I ain't gonna lie. The first day, it was daytime. It was like morning, daytime when I first went in there. Boom, I'm walking. There's some other fool walking in front of me. Throws up an L. As soon as we sit down, flex up on him like, whoa, 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 what? Fool ends up. I think they just put him there so they could find out where I'm from. Because as soon as, right after that happened, they called me up to the window. They're like, oh, so you from so-and-so, you know what I mean? Like, whoa, whoa, put it down. So, boom, that happens. I go inside like a little day room. It's like just a table and a TV. I remember I go inside there, wait there for a little bit, go to medical and all that. And then they put me in a cell by myself. I don't know if I was just like bummed out from everything, but that's all I remember for that first day. I just remember going to sleep and then I wake up. I was having a dream that I was on the street. So I just remember sleeping. I'm dreaming I'm on the street. Wake up, turn on the light. I'm just right there. Fuck. If you guys seen the short that I put when it's like waking up and you're in jail and you're like, fuck, no, like please let it be a dream. Like let it be a dream. That's exactly how I was feeling. Remember, I was just like, fuck, like I'm actually here, bro. Like what the fuck did I do? Like, fuck. You know what I mean? Like, fuck. And ain't nobody saved me. You know what I mean? And can't nobody do nothing. Like, so any youngsters watching my videos, man, don't let that be you right there. You feel me? Waking up the next day, like, fuck, this shit's actually real. You feel me? Like, I wasn't dreaming. Like, this is actually gonna be my life. Probably for life. Or for at least a few years, at least a good amount of years. You feel me? I just remember waking up, went to that same little room again. It was like a little day room. They gave me some, it was like French toast sticks with like a sausage and like some syrup with like a milk. I remember I couldn't even eat that shit. I didn't eat shit. Remember the homie next to me seeing like that I wasn't eating. He's like, you ain't gonna eat, bro. Like, let me get it. Here you go, dog. Like, here, fool, I'm good. You know, I can't eat that shit. So I remember I'm just right there, boom, for a little bit, take me back to my cell. And then from there, boom, they come get me. They take me to medical again. Then from medical, I go to RS. End up in RS. And as soon as I get in there, to RS, man, tell me why they put me on the side with number enemies, man. I'm talking about number enemies. There was at least like 4 or 5 of them there. You know what I mean? Straight up. So I'm gonna end it off here, man. I just wanted to share that story with you guys, talking about my first day and my first day at visit, how the interaction was with moms, man, and just, man, I broke her heart that day. You know what I mean? I know I did, because I can only imagine, like I said, being a parent. If my son or daughter was to be in that situation, and it's like they're right there crying on me, like pleading, like help me, you know what I'm saying? And you can't do nothing, like, man, I can't imagine how helpless she felt that day, you know? And like I said, I apologize, you know what I mean? If you're a youngster watching my video, man, make sure you never put your parents through that, especially your mama, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate anybody that tapped in and watched this video. I'm gonna have more stories like this with another little different twist to them. Let me know if you like this. Should I keep this going? It's your boy Santo G, real raw and uncut. Shout out my good people at Killer Kush. Shout out Drip Fits. Shout out my good people at Cali Bullies. And with that being said, man, we out.